If you think of these as being overlapping shapes, so you have one large circle, and then you're going to subtract two smaller circles from it. And what you could do is you could think of each of those. So pi r squared, I'll use a capital R for this, minus 2 pi lowercase r squared. Well, if we know that the diameter of this whole circle is 10, what does that mean the radius of the big circle is going to be? 5, right? So here we have pi times 5 squared, or 25 pi. So there's the area of our whole outer, like the whole large circle. And then from that, we're removing two of the smaller ones. Well, in looking at the smaller circle, if that radius is 5, what does that, of the big circle, what does that mean the radius of the small circle is going to be? 2.5. Or I'm going to use 5 halves just so I can write it as a fraction. Okay, so this is going to be 2 pi times 5 halves squared. And so if I was squaring this, I would square both the 5 and the 2 in the denominator. So I get 2 pi times 5 squared is 25, 2 squared is 4. And then now I can cancel my fraction a little bit. 2 goes into 4 twice. And so I'm left with 25 pi minus 25 pi over 2. And well, 25 is how many halves? If I were to write this in terms of half pi, it'd be 50, right? So 50 halves pi minus 25 halves pi. Just to put those into like fractions, and so now I can combine them. 50 minus 25 leaves me 25 pi over 2. Okay? And so if I ask you for, I don't know if I asked you for a decimal form or written as the fraction. Okay, but if it's decimal form, just convert that into the decimal. Okay. Now, there's another way that you can approach this, and it has to do with an understanding of ratio of parts to ratio of areas. So when you look at this, the large versus the smaller circles, what's the ratio of their parts? The radius, or even diameter. The diameter of the large circle compared to the diameter of the small circle is a ratio of what to what? 1 to 2 or 2 to 1, right? It can be either one. Let's say we say 1 to 2. Okay, that means what's the ratio of their area is going to be? 1 squared to 2 squared. And so what that means is each of those small circles is a ratio of 1 to 4 area-wise. So it means it's 1/4 of the whole thing. So if you have 2 1/4, then what overall fraction is that? 2/4 is half. So really the shaded region is going to be half of what the entire thing would be. And so the entire thing is just this calculation right here, right? A radius of 5, so pi r squared. And so now it's just a matter of 25 pi over 2. And it's a little more direct route to the solution as long as you understand the ratio of parts, ratio of areas.